Prabhupada. जय विष्णुपाद परम से परिवार का भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परम से परिवार का श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गद्दर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामकुंड राधाकुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की गंगा माँ यमुना माई की प्रॉपर ट्रांसजेंडरल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की प्रॉपर ट्रांसजेंडरल प्रसाद डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. Welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today we are discussing on Canto 4, Chapter 13, text number 29, 30 and 31. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 29. Maitreya Uvacha Ango Dvija Vacha Shrudva Yajamana Sudurmana Tat Prashtum Vyasrajad Vacham Sadam Sevs Tad Anujnaya. Maitreya Uvacha Ango Dvija Vacha Shrudva Yajamana Sudurmana Tat Prashtum Vyasrajad Vacham Sadasyam Sad Anujnaya. Maitreya Uvacha Ango Dvija Vacha Shrudva Yajamana Sudurmana Tat Prashtum Vyasrajad Vacham Sadasyam Stad Anujnaya. Prabhu. Maitreya Uvacha Mana Sudurmana Tat Prashtum Vyasrajad Vacham Sadasvam Tad Anujnaya. Maitreya Uvacha Sadasyam Anujnaya. Yajamana Sudurmana Sadapsyas Tad Anujnaya. Maitreya Uvacha Angadvija Vacha Shrudva Yajamana Sudurmana Strum Vyasrajad Vacham Sadamsyas Tad Anujnaya. Mataji. Maitreya Uvacha Angadvija Vacha Shrudva Yajamana Sudurmana tat prashtum vyasrajadvacham sadam sastadnujaya. Mataji. Maitreya uvacha angodvija vacha shrudva yasamana sudurmana tat prashtum vyasrajadvacham sadam sastadnujaya. Maitreya uvacha angadvija vacha shrudva yajamana sudurmana tat prashtum vyasrajadvacham sadam sastad anushnaya. Maitreya uvacha angadvija vacha shrudva yamana sudurmaya tat prashtum vyasrajadvacham sadam sastadnujnaya. Yes, meaning. Maitreya uvacha. The great sage Maitreya answered. Anga, King Anga. Dvija vacha. The Brahmana's words. Shrudva, after hearing. Yajanama, the performer of the sacrifice. Sudurmana, very much aggrieved in mind. Tat, about that. Prashtum, in order to inquire. Vyasrajad Bacham, he spoke. Sadasyan, to the priest. Tat, there. Anujnaya, taking permission. Translation. Maitreya explained that King Anga, after hearing the statements of the priest, was greatly aggrieved. At that time, he took permission from the priest to break his silence and inquired from all the priests who were present in the sacrificial arena. So today we are discussing on text 30 and 31 also. Let's quickly recite and read translation and sloka. Nagatsaniya huta deva nagrihanti grahaniya sadasaspatayo bhrudva kim abhadyam maya kritam. Translation. King Anga addressed the priestly order. My dear priest, kindly tell me what offense I have committed. Although invited, the demigods are neither taking part in the sacrifice nor accepting their shares. Sadaspapataya ucha naradevaha bhavato nagham tavan manak stitam asti ekam praktanam agam ad ihedriktam apraja. Translation. The head priest said, O king, in this life we do not find any sinful activity even within your mind. So you are not in the least offensive. But we can see that in your previous life you perform sinful activities due to which, in spite of your having all qualifications, you have no son. Purport. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. Purport. The purpose of marrying is to beget a son, because a son is necessary to deliver his father and forefathers from any hellish conditional life in which they may be. Chanakya Pandit therefore says, Putra hinam griham sunyam. Without a son, marriage life is simply abominable. King Anga was a very pious king in his life, but because of his previous sinful activity, he could not get a son. It is concluded therefore that if a person does not get a son, it is due to his past sinful life. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Again, welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So here we are discussing chapter 13, Canto 4, chapter 13, the descendants of Dhruva Maharaj. So here comes a pastime of King Anga. So King Anga, he was a very pious religious man, but he did not have, any son. So for that reason, he performed, Ashwamedha Yajna. He invited, great learned priest as a man. So he, arranged everything to perform, big sacrifice, Ashwamedha sacrifice, to have a son. Actually, it is a karma kandiya sacrifice actually. Sacrifice. So the priests were, they were performing sacrifice in very nice way. They were reciting mantra very nicely. They were reciting mantra in proper meter with proper rhythm. Everything was, nice. They were doing best from their side, but the priest were doing the sacrifice. They were very much learned. They were very much learned. They were very much powerful that they could invite demigods to take their offering, take their share. But they were trying their best. But although they were trying best, but demigods, they were not coming in the sacrifice arena to take their sacrifices. So and finally the head priest informed King Anga that demigods are not coming to take the sacrifice. So the priests were very they have the qualification that they can see the demigods coming in the arena, but demigods were not coming that time. So they informed King Anga. So and King Anga, he was very much sad, because Ashwamedha sacrifice is a very big sacrifice actually. So to perform that sacrifice, big amount of resources, money, everything must be there. So it was a big sacrifice. Without the without demigods, the sacrifice will not be successful. That's why King Anga, he was very sad. And first of all, he took permission from the priest to break his silence, and inquired from the priest who were present there. And he inquired, kindly tell me what offense I have committed. Although you all are trying to invite demigods, they are not coming. So what offense I have committed? Because this sacrifice is happening in my behalf. So what offense I have committed that demigods are not coming? He become very sad. So when we are doing devotional service, sometimes we feel very dry. We feel less enthusiastic in our devotional service also. So it is due to our offenses we have committed. It can be seva aparad, it can be Vaishnava aparad, or any other kind of aparad. So among all the aparads, Vaishnava aparad is very dangerous actually. It is like mad elephant destroying the whole garden. If you live without tying mad elephant in a garden, it will destroy the whole garden. Similarly, if we are performing devotional service, but we are doing Vaishnava aparad, so it will affect our consciousness, and it will affect our bhakti. We can't progress in our bhakti to the higher extent actually. So it will freeze our bhakti. That's why when we perform devotional service, we have to be very serious. We have to be very alert that from us any kind of Vaishnava aparad is not done. So likewise, King Anga, so he was also very much aggrieved, and he asked priest, what offense I have committed? What I have committed? And the head priest said, "O king, in this life you are living a very pure life, very religious life. So in this life you haven't done any offenses, or you haven't done any sinful activities. But I can see that in your past lives you have committed sinful activities. So due to those sinful activities, the demigods are not coming here to accept your offerings. So likewise, we before coming to Krishna consciousness, we have also we have also gone through a sinful life. Actually, we have performed a lot of sinful activities, knowingly or unknowingly. So what to say about previous lives in this past life also, if we were not born in devotee family, if you were born in a devotee family, then of course you haven't done any uh, you haven't lived any sinful life. But if we are not born in devotee family, then of course we have done a lot of sinful activities in this past life also, like meat eating, gambling, intoxication, this kind of things we have performed actually in this lifetime also. So we have also we have also accumulated a lot of sins in our life. We have accumulated a lot of sinful karma in our in our account, that's why even though we are in that's why when we come in our bhakti and when we try to perform devotional service also, such sinful activities distract our bhakti, actually distracts our bhakti. We can't fully focus on our bhakti, on our sadhana. So these things comes as the obstacle. The only way to get rid of such sinful reaction and obstacles in our bhakti is to surrender to Krishna. Actually, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, "Sarva dharma parityaja mamekam sharanam bhaja, aham taham sarva papa vimokshayasami sasusa." Krishna says, when give up all your so-called religion and surrender unto me, I will protect you from from all these sinful reactions. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. That's why we have to have full faith on the words of Krishna. Krishna is not saying just for the sake of saying. Okay, let me say that and then there is no loss. Let me say this. Nothing will happen. No, Krishna is saying for us. Krishna is saying with 100% certainty, actually certainty. So that's why when you surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna, then He will protect us from all these sinful reactions. That's why we should take this process, take this bhakti process as our life, as our own life and soul. Very sincerely, actually. Without surrendering to Krishna, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. We will still rotate in this material world. We have been living in this material world since very long time, since time immemorial. We cannot even count, actually. There's how many lifetimes we have already spent in this material life. And so while living in this material world, we have performed many sinful activities, and we have live a sinful life. So now we have got this got this path. We have got this devotional path by which we can live a very pure life. Chanting, of course, chanting, it cleanses our heart. Both internal and external purity is needed. So we can cleanse ourselves internally by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we can purify ourselves externally by taking shower. No, not by perfume or any other kind of things, just by taking shower, like this kind, like in that way we can purify ourselves both internally and externally. And my Guru Maharaj, I was hearing to my Guru Maharaj lecture, and he was saying, we are in this material world. It means we are very sinful, we are envious living beings. So why to become so much proud? People, we become so much proud, so much proud. So why we should become proud? We are in this material world. It means we are very sinful, we are envious towards Krishna. That's why we are here. So there is no such thing to be proud of. That's why be humble and surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna. Accept bhakti process as your own life and soul. That's what my Guru Maharaj was saying in one of the lecture. And in the purport, text 31 purport, here Prabhupada is writing, the purpose of marrying is to beget a son, because a son is necessary to deliver his father and forefathers from any hellish condition in which they can be. In the Shastra, it is written that Putra, a son can deliver their parents from the hell name Put. Put means a name of hell, and Tra means to deliver. One a son can deliver their parents from the hell name Put. That's why it's called Putra. In mantra, mantra means mind. Tra means deliver. To deliver the mind is mantra. Like that, Putra means to deliver from the hell name Put. That's called Putra. But devotees, for a devotee, for a devotee, it doesn't matter actually whether you have a son or a daughter. It doesn't matter, because we have to fly our own plane. We have to fly our own plane, because we, we have to fly our own plane. Depends on our sincerity, we'll go back to God. No one, of course, yeah, if someone is born in a, if someone becomes if a son becomes a devotee, then he can deliver 21 generations. It is written in Shastra. But it doesn't mean that that son will take all the 21 generation back to Godhead with his devotion service. It means so they 21 generations, they will get they will get the opportunity to perform bhakti actually. That's what deliverance means. It doesn't mean that he will take back to Godhead with his bhakti. So only by his devotion service, their 21 generations, they will get an opportunity to perform bhakti very in a very nice condition. That's why for a devotee it doesn't matter actually, because we have to fly our own plane. We have to fly our own plane. So here King Anga and the priest, they were performing Ashwamedha sacrifice. So in last class, Pundarik Prabhu, he has nicely described what Ashwamedha Yajna was. He has described in a very nice way, very deeply actually. So generally, Ashwamedha Yajna is a kind of horse sacrifice actually. Horse sacrifice. So when a horse is sacrificed, then the horse will get a new body actually, new body with higher consciousness. That is human body. So for that the yajna must be 100% successful actually. There must be qualified brahmanas. This will recite mantras in a very pure, very nice way, in a proper meter, in a proper rhythm, and they must be pure, internally and externally. And I mean it must be 100% perfect actually. So if there is some mistake, then the yajna will be unsuccessful. If the yajna is successful, the horse will get a new body, human body, and the priest who are performing the sacrifices, they will get a credit. They will get a credit. But if yajna is unsuccessful, the horse will the horse will die, and let's say if a horse is destined to live for 20 years, then again and it was the horse was 10 years that time. So to live remaining 10 years, it have to take another body, a horse body. And if the horse is killed, die in sacrifice, then the priest, they have to take the bad reaction actually. But if successful, both happy, horse also happy. it gets a human body, and priest also happy. They will get a credit. So similarly, this is a Kali Yuga, and for this Kali Yuga, only Harinam Sankirtan is the possible yajna actually, possible way. Let's say Harinam Sankirtan is the only way for this Kali Yuga. So by doing Harinam Sankirtan, by giving Prabhupada books, by giving holy name of the Lord. So whoever accepts, whoever takes and accepts the holy name or holy books, they will get the new body. They will get the good body, good human body with higher consciousness in future life actually, future life. So that is the power of Harinam Sankirtan. Even if one touches the Prabhupada book, then Prabhupada said his material life is finished. So maybe not in this next life, but in coming next life, then he will become a devotee. It's just a matter of time. Like like the horse gets a new body through the process of sacrifice. Similarly, a person becomes a devotee by the process of Harinam Sankirtan Yajna actually. Harinam Sankirtan Yajna. So that is the power of Sankirtan Yajna actually. That is the power of distributing books and distributing holy name to the people. So this is the December month. So December month is a month of book distribution marathon actually. So in this month we have to try to distribute as many books as you can distribute as you can from our side, because that is that is very dear to Srila Prabhupada actually. That is very dear to Srila Prabhupada. So one time in Boston, to print the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, devotees have they have arranged one nice a simple printing press. Actually they have set up they have set up a nice printing press in it was past time of Boston. And Prabhupada came to Boston, and he was very happy actually to see the printing press. He became very much happy to see the effort, to see the enthusiasm of devotee to print the second canto of Bhagavatam. And Prabhupada being very happy, he said, so, that printing press, it is my body, and the ink that is used in the printing press, it is my blood. Prabhupada said like that. So it means printing of the books and distributing of his books is very much dear to Srila Prabhupada. Actually very much dear to Srila Prabhupada. In his last phase, when Prabhupada was in last phase of his life, then he was very weak. He could not even move, he could not even walk, and he was just lying in the bed. And at that time, disciples, devotees, they would go to the Prabhupada, and they will share the book description score and Sankirtan story. And Prabhupada used to say, so it is giving me life, like that Prabhupada used to say. When he used to hear the score, book description score, when he used to hear the Harinam Sankirtan stories, then Prabhupada used to say, so it is giving me life. It means preaching is it means preaching is the life of Srila Prabhupada actually. And it is why Mahaprabhu came in this world. Mahaprabhu came in this world to distribute holy name of the Lord, to propagate Harinam Sankirtan. Because the Kali Yuga, in Kali Yuga, it is the only possible yajna actually. Otherwise nothing is possible. And Prabhupada, he has said, Srimad Bhagavatam is the deity of Krishna, nectar of devotion is the deity of Radharani, Sisi is the deity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So and Prabhupada, he continues, books can be put in altar and worship. Prabhupada books non different from Krishna actually. We can put them in our altar and we can worship. You can worship. And Prabhupada, he sacrificed his life to give up his books. So distributing his books is the opportunity to reciprocate with him actually. To that extent, we make a willingness to distribute his books. To that degree, we get his blessings. And even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he said to Prabhupada in Radhakund, if you ever get money, distribute books and try to preach in English language. That's what Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada instructed to our Srila Prabhupada actually. And even Bhakti, one time Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, someone has gave donation. He has constructed a very nice marble temple, and his disciples, they were fighting in the name of room, which room in which room should I live, and they were all fighting for the room actually. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada seeing this, he said, I wish to sell the marble of the temple and print books. He wanted to sell the marble of the temple, and he wanted to print the books, because his disciples were fighting in the name of which room should I get, like in the name of room actually, the name of books. So yeah, book distribution is very pleasing service to Prabhupada. So we should try, we should get out from our comfort zone, and we should try to distribute books actually. From your side, whatever capacity yours, we have to try. Book distribution is not just about results. It's all about our enthusiasm. When Prabhupada sees our enthusiasm, when Prabhupada sees our sincerity that we are trying to we are trying to expand his movement, then he will be very happy, and he will give his mercy. He will give his mercy. So for that reason, Mahaprabhu also came actually to distribute the holy name, to deliver, conditioned soul by, chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra actually. That's why, Mahaprabhu also came. And recently I was reading CC, chapter 9. So the chapter name is Desire Tree of Devotion Service. And one time, Mahaprabhu, he thought, my name is Vishwambara, one who maintains the entire universe, one who is the shelter of the entire universe. So the meaning of my name will be actualized if I can fill the whole universe with the love of Godhead. Lord Chaitanya thought like that, one time. And thinking in this way, he accepted the duty of a planter and began to grow a garden in Navadvip. So he assumed the form of planter, and he began to grow a garden in Navadip. He brought the desire tree of divine service from spiritual world actually, and he started planting the tree in Navadip tree, and he sowed the seed and sprinkled it with the water of his well. The seed of devotional service first fructified in the form of Madhavendra Puri, and next fructified in the form of Ishwara Puri. Lord Chaitanya became the main trunk of the tree of devotional service, and from the trunk came many branches. From the trunk came many branches. Many branches grew from the trunk. The branches of the Lord Chaitanya formed the society with great branches covering the whole universe. And Prabhupada in purport, in Adillah 2:9-18, he writes, our International Society for Krishna Consciousness is one of the branches of the Chaitanya tree. Prabhupada writes in the purport, chapter 9, text 18, he writes, our ISKCON, our Krishna Conscious Movement for Krishna Conscious Society, is one of the branch of that Chaitanya tree actually. That's why we are the branch of that Chaitanya tree, so we have to fulfill the desires of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in one of the purport, Adilila 2:18-20, Prabhupada writes, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to preach the Sankirtan movement of love of Krishna throughout the world. So he inspired the Sankirtan movement. Especially, he sent Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami to Vrindavan, and Nityananda Prabhu to Bengal, and personally he went to South India. In this way, he kindly left the tracks of preaching. Is called in the rest of the world to ISKCON. Prabhupada writes actually, he sent Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami to Vrindavan, Nityananda Prabhu to Bengal, and he personally went to South India, and he left the tracks of preaching in the rest of the world to ISKCON. That's why Prabhupada came here in this material world from spiritual world. The members of this society must always remember that if you stick to the regulatory principles and preach sincerely, surely they will have the profound blessing of Lord Chaitanya, and their preaching work will be successful everywhere. Mahaprabhu, he wanted to preach Krishna consciousness movement, all around the world. That's why Prabhupada came actually. Prabhupada came, and Prabhupada established the ISKCON for that reason. And Prabhupada, now we can see Krishna consciousness movement is going all around the world actually. All around the world. It's in each and every corner of the world. In all the countries, Krishna consciousness movement is going on. Because it's the desire of Lord Chaitanya, it's the desire of Lord Chaitanya, and Prabhupada came to fulfill that desire. And Prabhupada he has said here, one who tries to spread Krishna consciousness movement, then he will get profound blessing. He will get blessings from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why Krishna consciousness movement is successful. Otherwise, how it can be successful without the blessing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? It is successful in each and every country. People are becoming devotees. People are accepting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They are chanting. They are following four regular principles. They are offering everything to Krishna. It is becoming successful. Because Prabhupada established this movement from zero actually, from zero. He didn't have any resources. He didn't have any manpower. He didn't have anything. He started from zero, and he got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he became successful. He changed hippies into happy person. That's how Krishna conscious movement started actually. So we have already become the devotees. We have already got the mercy of Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We should also try from our side to spread this movement actually, because people are in need of this mission actually. People are in need of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. People are suffering. People are living a very hellish condition of life, not knowing the goal of the human body. Why I am born? What is the duty of my life? They don't know anything. They are just busy gratifying their senses. They are just busy in earning money because they don't know any purpose of the life. So we have come to know the goal of our life. We have got the process to make our life perfect, and that's why it's our duty, it's our responsibility to give the process, and give the process to the people who don't know. It's our duty to give Krishna consciousness to the people who don't know about who don't know about this. It's our duty. We can't be just self-centered in our bhakti. Okay, I'm chanting 16 rounds. I'm following four regular principles. It's okay. So not in that mode actually. We should make our life perfect, and we should also try to make the life perfect of others also. And Mahaprabhu instructed, and देखिए तरे कहाँ कृष्ण उपदेश अमर आज्ञा गुरु है न तारा यही देश. Whoever you meet, give the instruction, give the message of Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya to the people. Whoever you meet, become the guru and deliver the whole world. So Mahaprabhu has instructed actually these things. So we should try to extend this movement to the whole world. So in this way we can make our life perfect, and we can also make the life perfect of others also. So yeah, it's 8:50 already. So I want to stop here. Any comments? Any questions? Yes, probably. So probably everybody everybody they have come to material. It means they have performed both sinful and both pious activities, So even though King Anga, he has got a pious, he became a pious person in this life, but he have performed a lot of sinful activities in this in his previous lives. So it is possible, Prabhu, because we are in this material world. It means we have performed a lot of sinful activities, sinful activities in our past lives. Even we have become devotees. We have also performed many sinful activities in our previous life. Maybe King Anga, he had used some of he have also performed used some of past activities in his previous life. That's why without he has the strong pious credit in this past life, but then it's not possible to get a pious birth in the next life. Actually, it's not possible. Maybe in comparison to sinful activities, the pious activities he has performed may be very high. That's why he got the pious birth. I don't know the exact reason, but according to understanding, so I can say that probably. I don't know, probably. I don't know that. Yeah. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, गौर निताय की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद.